Hello everybody, I'm Storm here, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Online Stormblood. In the last episode, we got back to the main story. We proceeded with Pippin's plan to give the Resistance a victory. We fought the Imperial forces that were testing out the new Magitech weapons, defeated them soundly, and then proceeded on to work with Mefrid to try to see if we can't find some more recruits. Things did not go quite as smoothly there as we had hoped, but we'll be working back on that particular project hopefully shortly, because we've moved on to unlocking some new classes. We started working on unlocking Machinist here, which uses guns as their primary weapon. And so we've been trying to get Rosenthal, however you pronounce this guy's name, to come back to the manufactory to be the marksman to train us on how to be a machinist. So we need to prove our aptitude for marksmanship to get him to agree to basically come back and be our trainer. So, we are working on that. I got myself all geared out. Everything's all good to go now. And I also did a little bit of practice with all of the abilities that we currently have at our disposal. And we are just back to level 30 here. So it's not going to be that many abilities available. But let's head on over and get back to work on this. And I apologize for the quality of my voice. I am not feeling 100% this morning. But hopefully I'll be able to get through it. Not sure I'm going to have level 34s. I'm gonna try and outrun these guys. So I don't want to be engaging multiple level 34 mobs as a level 30 character. Alright, well this is going to be an instance, so that's going to be fine. Alright, let's head on in and see what they want us to do. Willing to take me testing, eh? The rules is simple. Make your way toward the Emirates Oval and shoot what you're told to shoot. Oh. Let's see if I can kill this thing. Barely. Why have they sent us out here to do this at this level? I don't know. Alright, let's head on in. Right, I shall await you at the end of your trial, Yame. I have every confidence that you shall impress our instructor with your enthusiasm and potential. Alright. Right, we're gonna have us a good old-fashioned unt. Okay. Jay will be giving you instructions while I eyeball your marksmanship, alright? Columns will be your first target. Focus on getting a feel for range and rhythm. Try to avoid them curls. You don't want to waste your ammunition. Defeat basalt golems. I believe the golems are down here. Alright, there's one down. Yeah, everything's kind of based on this ammunition system, which increases the potency of all of your abilities and guarantees that they will chain. Because these two abilities here chain together, but they don't always, unless you have an ammunition. That's one of the special ammunition available. Alright, next up we're hunting for bombs. Alright, so where are they? There they are. Rapid fire, alright? Alright, that's 2 down. Is there a third kicking around out here somewhere? I see one over there. Oh, lightning sprite. Oh, and that curl's coming down here. See if I can avoid any more unnecessary combat here. Alright. Not bad, lass. Not bad at all. Let's see you against some proper nasties, though, eh? Rosenthal, ain't she done enough for a beginner? Not by a long shot. I want to see skins from a pair of Myosids and a pair of something else? A pair of tigers. You want her to fail? Alright. If you're going to bend the rules, then so will I. Do what you gotta do, lass. I'll be waiting for those skins at the oval. Docile Myosids defeated and docile tigers defeated. Alright. Yeah, still getting a little bit of a feel for when to use certain things, but that'll come with time. I haven't really used this class much before, so... There we go. Gonna have to get through these guys to get to those tigers. One of them is available now. So wait for my ammo to cool down. There we go. Forgot that I had that I can knock things back. Then I can pin it. I can bind it. There we go. Oh, are we done? I guess we're done. Yes, we're done, apparently. Right, onto the Hermit's hovel. Oh, down there. Okay. I thought it was going to kick me out of the instance, but I guess not. Well, we're going to have to fight this. And that. You bring them skins then? Even with young Joya's help, you did well, lassie. Huzzah! You will return to the manufactory with us then? I said she did well, not that she was done. You still got one last target to take down. Me. Ayame's got talent, but even she can't win against Rosenthal. The man truly is being bothersome, Ayame. Would you be so kind as to give the instructor a good drubbing? Sure. I'm not going to use your gun, are you? get him at range a little bit here. There we go. Well, there you are, Instructor. Yame has proven her potential beyond the shadow of a doubt. You are a man of your word, are you not? Aye, I'll come back to your bloody workshop. But do you know why I left in the first place? To once more breathe the salty air of your beloved homeland? Ha! I ain't got no love for Lenosha. In fact, I'd be happy if I never saw the place again. Then why would you inconvenience us by fleeing to a locale you so clearly despise? For a sack of gelt the size of me bloody head. I don't know who he was working for, but some bloke came round offering me good money to ship anchor, so I did. Someone paid you to abandon the manufactory? Who would do such a thing? Like I said, I ain't never seen the sod before, but if I show me face at the workshop, his boss is gonna want the gelt back, I reckon. Pity I already spent it all on grog. Oh, no. You'll not wriggle through my grasp that easily. I shall pay this debt, and in return you will instruct every would-be machinist who walks through our door. We've got one bugger worth teaching at least. I guess it's back into the frigid arms of Lady Ishgard for me. Was that wise, my lordship? The Halenart coffers ain't exactly fit to burstin'. Oh, yes, you're quite right. We are rather short on coin, but I'm certain a thorough inspection of the ledgers will turn up a spare gill or two. You can't put a price on good people, eh, my lordship? That you cannot, my dear. Rosenthal may be a touch standoffish at times, but none can dispute his eye for marksmanship. Such talk aside, I sense the business he had in these parts was not concluded to his satisfaction. Would that the man would confide in me his troubles. I suppose I shall have to content myself with the thought of his return. But you, Ayame, you have exceeded my every expectation. Pray join me back at the manufactory that I might thank you in a manner that befits your accomplishments. Alright, so we head back to the Sky Steel Manufactory. And turn this in. Ah, the savior of the Sky Steel Manufactory. I had hoped to furnish you with a suitable reward, but a glance at the ledgers counsels me to weary some prudence. Thus, instead of presenting you with a firearm of the finest materials and latest design, I must humbly ask that you make do with the dated model I gave you at Camp Overlook. And I must also pass on a message to you from Rosenthal. He asks that you take the skills he has taught you thus far and master them in the furnace of battle. Well, something to that effect. I assume he means to offer you further instruction once you display a sufficient level of competence, and such a day can hardly be distant for one of your talents, eh, Ayame? Alright, so we get the Hotshot ability, which delivers an attack with potency of 120 and increases all physical damage dealt by 10%. So basically, it's an effect that we want to keep active for as much as possible. Alright, once we get to level 35, we can do another Machinist quest, which I think, as I mentioned before, this is going to be a class that I'm going to be leveling off screen. Let's see, Hotshot. Where do I want to put that? Let's try there for now. And then once we have new quests, I'll be swinging back in to show them on screen. But I really won't be using this class much in episodes until it's leveled up to a point where it's at the current level of content that we are doing. So, I don't quite have as much time today as I would like. The other class that I said I wanted to unlock as well is going to be Dark Knight, I believe I said. Yes. And I'm going to go ahead and get started on that. And I believe that's going to be in this area. Ah, actually it's more over there. Ishgardian Citizen. I believe this is the guy you gotta talk to. This is after witnessing a spectacle like that, everyday life seems rather dull in comparison. So you didn't see that trial earlier. Your loss. Fury take me. The way that heretic swung that slab of iron he called a sword was a sight to behold. He couldn't have carried a shield if he wanted to. The blade was so big. Had to keep two hands on it at all times. I was amazed he managed to keep up with that temple knight for as long as he did. Fought like a demon from the deepest pits of the seventh hell. Bellowing threats and working his arts. I wasn't sure what to make of it at first, but then I heard someone say that he must be a dark knight. But you didn't hear that from me, eh? In fact, I'm sure I don't know anything about it. Press the man for details, yes. Ye gods, are you mad? We're standing outside the bloody tribunal. Fine, fine, but keep quiet and listen well, because I'm only going to say this once. Alright. You'll Ishgard in high spirits. For another heretic has answered for his crimes, okay? So, as I was saying, that heretic was fighting like a man possessed. Even after he took several wounds, he showed no sign of pain, though there was no mistaking the blood. As the fight wore on, it began to soak through his armor, spreading to every ilm of his body, but when it began to rise and envelop him as a mist, I realized it wasn't blood, but something dark and twisted. But the righteous are not so easily cowed. Alone to be praised, I screamed myself hoarse when the temple knight slipped past his guard and ran him through. Good riddance, I say. Man was not meant to wield such arts. Yet I wonder, was he truly one of those... Well, it matters not. I heard the temple knights are talking of dumping his corpse in the broom. By sunrise, it'll be stripped bare and tossed over the walls. It'll be as though he never was, and as though we never had this conversation. Search for the temple knights in the broom. Ah, there they are. That's more than far enough for charity. They'll take care of the rest. It may happen sooner rather than later. Come on. Is this it? Is this all that awaits? No, no more. Enough? Open your eyes. Look, do you see now? Do you see? Okay. I've been waiting for you to open your eyes. You all right? You're moaning in your sleep and sweating buckets besides. Name's Frey, by the way, and no, I'm not a heretic. Try convincing a temple knight drunk on authority of that, eh? Shame the pompous arse got the better of me. How about you? You touched it, yes? That couldn't have felt good. A voice, eh? And a rather distressed one besides? Please, someone, anyone. Not so fast. We need to talk about what's happening to you, what's growing within you before you get carried away. There's a darkness within us all. Nothing dangerous, mind. In fact, it's quite healthy. But the crystal changes you, gives you power to channel it. Do it without proper training, however, and, well, it might hurt. So go ahead, ask me to teach you. Ask me to instruct you in the ways of the Dark Knights, and I will. Alright. I'm still worried about that screaming woman, so I'll keep this brief. Oh, I got a little bit too close to this guy. Okay. We Dark Knights don't care one whit for prestige or pedigree. We are free to follow our hearts and to defend the weak and punish the guilty as we see fit. The law of the land, the authority of a name. These are tools cowards use to escape harm. We have no need of shields, figurative or literal. Here, my blade is your blade, my soul crystal your crystal. Go on, take them, you'll need them soon enough. Alright, so we get the Soul of the Dark Knight, we get the Steel Claymore, couple pieces of gear. And we've unlocked Dark Knight. So, I'll have to go ahead and switch over. Gear myself up, which I already prepared. Create a new gear set. I like these helmets, so I'm going to turn this one on. Alright, so we're unlocked. I'm going to have to set this one up just like I did with the machinist. Lost my train of thought there for a second. And so, we'll get to the first quest of Dark Knight probably next episode. I'm a little bit out of time, unfortunately. And I am kind of feeling rough today, as I mentioned before. So I think I'm going to call this one a little bit early. I wanted to get something done rather than cancel the whole episode, so worked on this a little bit. So for next episode, we will finish up the first Dark Knight quest, and then we will get back to the main story for Stormblood, and then we'll proceed through the main Stormblood story pretty aggressively from that point on, and I will work on these off screen, and then when I have new quests to do, we'll break off every once in a while and take care of them. Alright, so for now, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.